trace that. And try to stay as close to the box as possible. Now, just like in a net, when you open it, there's not going to be any spaces, so you have to completely flip this over for the next side so we can get side C in there. All right, now we're going to flip all the way over to get the other side of face A. Okay, and we'll flip back to the original face A. Now we're gonna get side C again. Okay, now from the original face A again, we're gonna put on our face B's. We'll trace those. Flip it back over to the next side. Okay, that's a little squiggly, but that's okay. And there's our net. Now I'm gonna cut that out and retrace it in black just so it looks a little bit better. All right, so now we've got our net from wrapping our gift. And then you can show your students exactly how well everything fits without anything overlapping. Side C, A, and it's a perfect fit. Take just one part of our side A and measure and say, oh, that's 8 inches. And take the next side and say, oh, that's 4 inches, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I just wanted you to see exactly what our net looks like and maybe even have them cut out 2 different nets so that way we can wrap one and then keep another net so that they can look at it and use those to measure and see exactly how the box is if it were opened up. Okay, so we're all wrapped up, we got our gift wrapped, and it turns out I'm actually really bad at cutting because, yikes, but you get the point as long as it gets the point across and that they understand how all the pieces connect together and turn into the shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to work this problem out the same way we did this one. Okay, so we'll measure our side A. The length we've got, oh, that's centimeters. So for the length, we've got 8 inches going this way. All right. For the width, we've got 1.5 inches. So we gotta make sure that we write this as 1.5, not 1 1/2, because we're gonna have to use a calculator later. Last but not least, 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches. Okay, so our first step is to find the product of A. We're going to match this line times this line, and this is the same as the bottom of C. So 2 times the product of B. This line matches this line, 8 inches, times, we're going to need this side, which matches this side, 1.5. The product of C, 1.5 and 4.5. All right, so next we're going to need to use a calculator for this one. 2 times 8 times 4.5. 8 times 4.5. We got 36 inches. And we need to use our calculator again for 8 times 1.5. 8 times 1.5. That one's 12. All right. And for C, we need to do 1.5 times 4.5 times 4.5. 6.75. So we need to find out what 2 times 36 is. So 36 times 2, 72. All right, and then now we need to figure out what 2 times 12 is. 12 times 2, 24. Got 24. And 2 times 6.75. 6.75 times 2, 13.5. All right, 13.5. Now we're missing something. It is our labels. So we need inches squared, inches squared, inches squared. All right. And now we'll add those all together. Go ahead and we'll just do this one on the calculator too, but I'm gonna put it over here on this side. 72 plus 24 plus 13.5. 109.5. So 109.5 inches squared. And that's our total. And that's another way we could do it, just like with our foam cubes. You can add up all the sides too, so we could do 36 plus 36 plus 12 plus 6.75, all that, count all the sides up, every single face. All right, so that's all we've got today for surface area of rectangular prisms for visual and kinesthetic learners, using multiple different manipulatives to help them understand the concepts, and even just for them to understand why they have to learn them when they ask that silly, ridiculous question like they inevitably do. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.